Hello, good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to
Hello.
our Friday talks today.
Hello, everyone.
Natalia, nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Rusty.
So today we have selected a tasty discussion about coffee. So I don't know if everyone who is joining us have coffee, but I have one.
The favorite drink of many people.
Yeah, the favorite drink of many people. You're right. So, so today we will talk about the robust coffee. So we decided to take this topic not only because it is tasty and interesting, but also we have some news to tell about the robust coffee, our upgraded product, so the robust family. So we will talk today with Natalia about robust.
Good. And hello, Mark. Yes, if you have any questions, please write it down and we will try to answer it. And if you have any comments as well. So, Rusty, before we start with our product, just tell us about this beautiful drink that you have. How many coffee? What type of drink do you have actually? What type of
Me
coffee?
personally, I like black coffee. So I like all kinds of black coffee, starting with espresso. Uh, so something now I have something in between espresso and americano. So it is not yet espresso, but still not americano. Mm, but this is a good question. We can also, by the way, ask our guests, what is your favorite type of coffee drink? It would be nice to know. What do you prefer? So today I have coffee, just coffee.
Me personally, I prefer Americano because you have more water to drink. You
Yeah.
can extend the time you enjoy the drink.
Um, yeah.
And we have some. Mark is typing
And then
Colombian type of coffee.
and then also a good discussion about the coffees. How many coffee is in the coffee?
Yes.
And
How
so
many coffee do you have in your coffee?
in your coffee, I think there is something around 8 or 9 grams of coffee in this cup. And yeah, a good news for all water treatment or for all professionals that in the coffee we still have more water than coffee. And this is also important why we will talk today about the coffee. Yeah, but the curious thing that normally when we drink espresso, the ratio between water and coffee, that in a cup of espresso we have something in between 7 and 9 grams of coffee, and grounded coffee, and 30 milliliters of water.
And if you talk about Americano, for example?
Yeah, in Americano we have the same 7 or 9 grams of coffee normally, and we have something around 150 milliliters of water. So from the uh, uh, coffee amount, it is the same. Yeah, the drink is just longer. So this is the difference.
And do you know any other type of the coffee that may be different?
Yeah, the alternative type of coffee that we may find in many coffee houses, like they are called V60 or drip coffee. So normally they are called alternative way of coffee brewing. Alternative means that you use other techniques but not espresso machines. And in that coffee, in the alternative coffee, you have more caffeine. Actually, you have more coffee. Uh, in numbers, you have twice more coffee in the alternative drinks. Like normally, you have around something between 16 and 18 grams of coffee and 250 milliliters of water. So if you want to be like more energized, you have to go for alternative coffee or filter coffee, it is also named. Then filter coffee has a lower concentration of coffee, but from the amount point of view, would have more coffee and of course more caffeine.
Does it mean that the water has the water quality influence more on the Americano, for example, than espresso on taste of the coffee?
Yes, yeah, you are absolutely right. So the water has more influence on the longer drinks, because especially on the filter coffee or alternative types of coffee, because when you have longer drinks, then you could actually differentiate the taste of coffee, and then you could the barista could make you a better cup of coffee with fruity tastes or chocolate tastes or even sometimes tomato taste, and then you could enjoy completely different drink. But in this case, you need to have a special blend of water, and this is why we actually designed some time ago robust for coffee.
Okay, thank you. And maybe you can explain a little bit more about the water quality for the coffee. How does it influence and what it should be to get the right taste?
So we are as engineers, we always look for the guidance, some documents, some yen or DINs or any other document. So in the coffee world, we have the SCA. This is abbreviation. The SCA stands for the Specialty Coffee Association, and this association actually give guidance on the water quality. Normally, everyone knows about the total dissolved solids or TDS, but there are some more parameters that are required. Actually, I would suggest going to Ecosoft web page and then explain a little bit the water quality, showing something on the screen, because values, it is better to explain values when you have something on the screen.
You're right.
So when we go to ecosoft.com, then we go to direct flow RO units, then we go to robust coffee. And then if we scroll down a little bit to the parameters and specification, and then here we have the pure water quality. So basically these are not actually the requirements of SCA, but this water quality is within the limits of the SCA. So the SCA regulates the total hardness.
Mm-hmm.
So first, actually, what we have to explain that the SCA says that it's not only TDS that is regulated. So it's first is the hardness, 20 to 23 milligrams of calcium carbonate per liter. Then we have hydrocarbonates. Then we have pH, and then finally we have total dissolved solids. So these are the requirements of SCA. And then when we make water for coffee, actually we look at these requirements and then make our best to meet these requirements.
And you mentioned that we have the product for to receive this quality of the water. So now it's called Robust Coffee. Can you just give us a brief introduction to this product and explain it, why we came up with this name?
So Robust Coffee is a name that was given this year. Before it was called Robust Pro. So this product exists already for more than 5 years on the market. So we developed it some time ago. But this year we decided to rename it, to make it more straightforward, because the Robust Pro became more and more popular for barista, for coffee houses. We made some improvement. And then we decided to make it more customer-centric and call it Robust Coffee, that everyone understands what is this particular robust for. So this is as easy as that.
Good. So it makes more clear application.
Yeah.
More understandable, the application of the scene. Good. And you mentioned that we made some improvements. Can you just explain it, what we did and how it's actually improved the product itself?
So first, when the Robust Pro was launched on the market, it was able to provide a constant quality of water, and barista receives water within SCA limits, but they cannot change this water quality. And sometimes, and for the last years, we have more and more requests from professional coffee guys that can we change the water quality after Robust coffee? Yeah, somebody wanted to increase the TDS because they wanted to experiment a little bit with the taste, and then we gave the chance to actually we improved the product by adding some small parts and of course some calculations behind to give the chance to change the water quality, but being within SCA limits. So this is important, and this is new what we did.
And what should we do? For example, if we would like to change a little bit the quality of the water, what should we do in that case?
I will also use the Ecosoft web page to explain this. So I will go to, this is the Robust Coffee product card. And then when we go to this, to downloads, and there is a document setting up the Robust Coffee. And now I've enlarged a little bit. So this is basically what we did. So when you, with this table, you can foresee. So when our customers sell Robust coffee, they can foresee what would be the quality of water after Robust coffee. So if your TDS, so this is the inlet TDS, and these are the possible opportunities. So if your TDS is low, 150 up to 200, then your TDS would be outside the SCA limits. So you are 26 to 38 ppm. And this the brown water, I would say, or the brown type of water is installed by default. So this is this column we have by default. So if you want to change the quality, actually you change the flow restrictor. That is, I will show it a little later. You can change the flow restrictor that is supplied together with Robust, and then you can change the water quality to the desired one. So you could use the yellow one or the green one, and then you could increase actually the TDS as well as other parameters of the water. So this is what was changed, and yeah, now barista can change the water quality. Also, there is another aspect. It's that sometimes your TDS is real low, like 150 up to 200. That is not always the case, but it might happen. And having this function actually, and for example, if you use the green flow restrictor, then you would have 75 ppm of TDS, and then you would meet the water quality parameters. So this is another advantage.
Okay. Thank you. And what if we, for example, our inlet TDS is higher than the 500 ppm? What will happen? What happens?
So if your TDS is higher than 500, I would recommend to stay with the brown flow restrictor, and then your TDS would be above. Actually, we could come back to this table. So it would be above 87, and then yeah, in some cases the maximum that SCA says. By the way, here are the limits of the SCA. So SCA says that the maximum is 250 for coffee. To my experience, not many people do go up to 250, but if you are above 500, then you could still have you will be within TDS, but then you may have problems with the hardness. So the hardness would exceed the limits. And yeah, of course, I would try and see what would happen. But yeah, for the majority of the cases, we would be outside the SCA limits. So this is what would happen.
Thank you. And Rusty, you mentioned that the water after robust has the hardness. And as we all know that the hardness can cause some scale formation on the heat elements, and everyone is trying to avoid this. How should we deal with that? Will the water after robust can form the scale?
Water after robust, of course, can form the scale because it has hardness. So this is the level of hardness we have from 20 to 23, 25 ppm of calcium carbonate. Important to mention that 60% of this hardness is magnesium. And this is magnesium. This is the element that actually does not form the scale. Actually, this is the calcium that makes the scale. So this water after robust coffee, this water does not actually tend to create scale, and this is safe for the boilers that are integrated in the coffee machines. Contrary to like other ways how the TDS can be balanced. So if you balance your TDS only with like calcium, then you might have a problem with scale. Yeah, in this case, it is not the problem because of the magnesium and calcium in the final water.
Good, thank you. And then I have another question. Many people are using softening as a pre-treatment before any reverse osmosis system. Can we use softening here?
Well, unfortunately, no. So if you have a softened water for the whole coffee house, then you would not have magnesium you would not have magnesium in the treated water after robust coffee. So the softened water is not the type of water that should be used for before robust coffee. So if this is the case, so I would recommend to have a bypass line on the softener. And then deliver to the robust coffee just unsoftened tap water.
Okay, thank you. Rusty, maybe you can show us the product itself and how it looks like, and to show us the place where this flow restrictor is located.
Yes, so I will turn a little bit the camera so that everyone could see the robust. So this is the unit that we has. And then so on the front line we see I will use the pen. So on the front line we see the two pre-filters. Three cartridges, actually, two of them are pre-filters, and the third one is a post-filter. So here we have the polypropylene filtration, then we have activated carbon, and then after the second one, the water goes to the backside. I will show it later, to the pressure booster pump and the membrane element. And the third cartridge actually is the last filtration step. This is the activated carbon as a last step. So here we have the pressure gauges. The left one shows the pressure after filters. So this pressure gauge also very good to control how blocked are the cartridges. The right one shows the pressure after the pump, and if I put it closer, then everyone could see that actually here we have a like small notes that actually helps you to read the pressure. So we say that if you are within 1 and 5 bar, so it is a normal pressure. So if you have higher than 5 bar, then we recommend to reduce the pressure. If you are below 1 bar, then we recommend either to replace cartridges or to increase the pressure on the inlet. And as well as here, we have also some notes on the operation of the pump. So these are like small things, but actually they can help a lot. Help a lot our technical colleagues. Then here we have actually the name and also the manual. So this is the QR code will lead you to the manual on the product that is very handy. Actually, it's very hard to lose it. It's always here. So this is the front side.
Mm-hmm.
Then on the back side, it's even more interesting. So here on the back side, we see the pump, actually the membrane element and the robust coffee cartridge. And this is actually the cartridge that gives the water with the right balance of minerals in it. So this is the cartridge actually, and together the combination of this membrane element and the cartridge give the balance of magnesium, calcium, hydrocarbons in the water and the pH. And finally, this is actually the place. This red note says that here is the pressure, the flow restrictor, and in the box we have some more flow restrictors here that are installed here. And then if you want to change the composition of water after robust coffee, you disconnect this tube and then insert a required flow restrictor.
And how correctly to insert this flow restrictor?
Let's try to do this. Let's disconnect. So first you look at the table, look at the TDS of the inlet water, then select the right one, then disconnect the pipe. Then there's here the brown one, and you will need some time to remove it. Maybe you will need a tool. A knife? No, a knife is too dangerous actually. So this is the brown one.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's say we want the maximum. Then for maximum we use the green one or the yellow. Yellow one would give you the maximum TDS.
Can you just put your laptop a little bit on top? Yes, like this, so we can see better. Thank you.
Yeah, so install a new one, a required one, push it, then put it back. And put back the clips.
So that's all. That's
all
the manipulation that should be done.
I think the longest part is to measure the TDS, to learn a little bit the manual, and then we have some questions, Natalia.
Yes, we have from the Rob. What was the reasoning of not using a water softener before the robust? It was the remineralization. Maybe you can explain once again.
What was the reason? If well, if you have a fully softened water, then you do not have the enough calcium in the inlet water actually to make this cartridge. So I'm showing to make this cartridge operate in the right way. So we need a little bit of calcium to do the right balance of water. So if there is no calcium on the inlet, then you would still have a quite okay water, I would say. Yeah, but better to have some calcium. By the way, in many cases, even if you have a softener installed, normally the softener has a bypass valves or mixing valves. So if you would adjust the mixing valve, let's say to 5 German degrees, then it would work. it would work, and then you would not have issues. And sometimes the 5 degrees is okay hardness for the softened water.
Yes, we have another question from Olivier. There is no TDS reading on the machine?
No, there is no TDS reading on the machine. This is what we ask to do to do the barista manually. And by the way, barista could have the TDS meters for water in their hands.
Okay. Thank you. Maybe Rostovi, just to summarize all of this information. So what makes this machine special to provide the proper quality of the water? This is the cartridge that we have, the special cartridge?
Actually, I would say that like a combination of many things make this machine special. So first is, of course, the composition of water. So we deliver water with magnesium, calcium, hydrocarbons, and then this makes the water right for coffee and makes it possible to extract all the best coffee substances from the coffee beans. So this is the best. This is the best of this machine. And this is achieved. Yeah, how we achieve it? We achieve it by the combination of reverse osmosis membrane element and special robust coffee cartridge with magnesium, calcium, minerals inside. So this is first. Then secondary, what is important is the amount of water, the flow rate. So this unit provides you 75 liters per hour, and that is absolutely enough for all coffee houses. To
cover their needs?
Yeah, to cover their needs for coffee and also for drinking water. And finally, the sizes. So robust is quite a small unit that includes everything mentioned above. And yeah, this is what makes the product special.
We have some questions. Maybe we can answer to them. How many liters of dechlorination in the GAC 10-inch pre-filter design for? And how often we need to change the pre-filters?
Actually, the answer to this question, that together with the robust, inside the robust coffee, and actually as a spare part, you have a set of all cartridges. And then there is a capacity of this set. And by the way, I will now come back to the web page to show you where you could get the exact reading of the exact capacity for the robust coffee. So if you scroll down here, then you see what is your TDS on the inlet, and it depends what flow restrictor you use. But let's say we go default, with a brown flow restrictor. So if you have normally this is the most common inlet TDS, 200 to 300 ppm. So the capacity would be 5,000 liters. This is the capacity of this set. And we recommend to change the whole set at once. Then doing this way, we ensure that the quality of treated water would be always according to the SCA limits. So this is the answer to the question about the capacity.
Okay, and we have another question. So the cartridge also add magnesium?
Yes, the cartridge add magnesium, and this is important to mention that the water after robust coffee has magnesium. As I mentioned, that 60% of the hardness is a magnesium hardness, and magnesium is an element that is actually responsible, I would say in this way, to improve the extraction. So with magnesium, actually you have much better taste of coffee drink. And also, by the way, water after robust coffee has a very good taste. So normally we have when we look at the what is inside the box. So we have a faucet. So this is the faucet for the drinking water, and normally we supply it together with robust coffee because the coffee houses prefer to have a separate tap just for drinking water, and this is why we have this faucet inside.
Thank you. And I don't see, so this system is supplied without the tank. So it's a direct flow system. Do we need, can we connect the system without the tank to the coffee machine?
Well, I will now a little bit turn the camera just to show what are the connections here. So here on the back we have the connection point of the unit. So we have the here we have the inlet, then we have the pure water, then we have the drain, and we have the connection to tank. So in reality, most of the robust coffee are connected first to tank and then to coffee machine. If you do not have the direct connection of the filter to the coffee machine, robust can operate as a direct flow unit. But if you connect, we always recommend to use a in-between tank to connect not only the coffee machine but also the ice generator or other devices that can be on the kitchen, so that you have enough flow.
And we have another question. If the water is centrally softened, can we add remineralization filter cartridge on the inlet water pipe to get it the best quality?
Well, it is possible. I wouldn't do this. What I would do, I would actually blend a little bit of raw water to the treated water in order to increase the hardness. But I would not add remineralization, because if you do it with a cartridge just before the robust coffee, then you might have issues with the quite a high hardness after the like stagnation period. Let's say it would stay overnight, this remineralization cartridge, and the first portion of water would be with high hardness, and then you will just block the membrane. So I would not recommend to use the remineralization cartridge after softener, but before robust coffee. This is a little bit dangerous for you to block the membrane element.
Thank you. And Rusty, you mentioned about the importance of magnesium, that it provides better taste for the coffee, and just can you tell us more advantages where we can use this machine in comparison to the standard direct flow RO? For example, there are plenty of direct RO machine suitable for HoReCa, but they are just without remineralization. Where should we use it? Really, this robust coffee filter.
This is a very good question, because actually I have like few years ago I have one answer to this question, but now I have another one. Everywhere when you have a coffee machine, it is I would recommend to install robust coffee. So coffee machine, robust coffee. Why? Simply because coffee would be better. So as easy, and this is what we discovered after many years, that if you have the right water with magnesium, calcium, you would have a much better cup of coffee. Why? Yeah, you may say how it is better, yeah, how you can feel it. This is also easy. So when the water has the quality, as I mentioned before, like with magnesium, calcium, with the right pH, then you would have a very nice, I would call it a body of the drink. So it's not so liquid. So it's nice texture of the drink. And also it is not as acidic. So the acidity of the pH, let's put it in a technical way, the pH of the drink would be neutral, because coffee, all the coffee substances are acids, like fruit acids, and they put the pH down. And sometimes when you drink coffee, you feel a little bit too acid in your mouth, and it's not pleasant. So with the robust coffee unit, you would have a neutral pH, and then it gives the drink a better taste. Also, we have the hydrocarbons in the water. And then hydrocarbons make the coffee less bitter. Of course, you have a little bit of bitterness, but this would be more pleasant bitter, let just bitter. And then altogether, nevertheless, what coffee machine you use, what type of coffee you use, you will get everything I just described after robust coffee. That is why I suggest this is very easy application of robust coffee.
So if you want to have good tasting coffee, just go for robust coffee.
Yeah. And this is why our product manager, Alexei, has named his product Robust Coffee, not Robust Pro or Robust some
Something.
members. Yeah.
Yeah. And we have more question from our audience. If there is some amount of magnesium which is the optimal?
The answer to, according to the SCA, no. So there is just general guidelines. According to the barista, and also like experiments that we did together with barista, is when you have 50% of your hardness made of magnesium, 50 or more, then this is the optimal balance. And then it influences the taste. It is a magic. So it is really a magic when you do the cupping. So if somebody of you has a very good connection with barista in your countries, in your cities, I would suggest to talk to them and did a cupping process or degustation. Cupping is the way how the barista call them when they taste different drinks. So I would suggest you to take two types of water with you. Just take regular RO water and take water after robust coffee with you, and then make coffee, brew coffee with them, taste them, and then you would see how different is the taste. And this is then you will know the influence.
Thank you. And we have another question. What is the output pressure of the unit? Does it can meet all coffee machine requirements without using RO tank?
So the pressure after the unit is standard pressure after the all RO unit. So normally the pressure is 1-2 bar, not more when you have a flow. But your second question is more important. So you ask, does it meet all the coffee machine requirements without using a tank? The answer is no, it does not meet. If you would like to connect robust coffee to the coffee machine, you will need a tank in between. In 100% of the cases, this is also important to mention, because the coffee machine consumes around 5 liters per minute. 4-5 liters per minute flow. This is the water consumption of the coffee machine. When the boiler of the coffee machine is empty, there's the solenoid valves of the coffee machine is open, and then there is also a pump that actually can suck the water, and then the flow rate is 4 to 5 liters per minute. And then the flow rate, the capacity of robust is a little bit more than 1 liter per minute. And then for sure you don't have enough flow, and of course you don't have enough pressure. So what we do, we always recommend together with robust coffee to sell a robust kit. So there is a special set of fittings, and the tank. I would always suggest to use a 10-gallon or 20-gallon tank with 3/4 or 1-inch connection, so that you have enough flow. And then we have pressure there around 3 bar. So normally 3 bar, this is the outlet pressure after tank. And then you are okay with the requirements of the coffee machine. But this is a very good question from Statis. I think I hope I pronounce your name in the right way. Very good question, and maybe I will also use this question to show the robust connection kit on our web page. So if you go to the robust,
so it's a separate kit.
Yeah, so this is the robust kit. Here it is. And then, so this is a very simple set of fittings. You have pipe, you have some elbows, T's, ball valves, and what is more important here, you have instruction manual with a scheme. Now this is one for robust. Let's check the next one. This one. Yeah, here it is. So this is also can be very useful for you. So all the pipes that are shown in blue are delivered inside robust coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And everything what is shown in white is delivered in the robust kit. So if you sell the robust coffee, you may do it yourself. So you may buy or take from your warehouse all the required parts, or you may just order some robust kit, and then you have all essential parts in it. So basically what you have inside. This is the fitting, actually. This is the elbow to connect the pressure tank with the 3/4 connection.
Is this kit suitable for all robust unit that we have? Or
Yes.
only for robust coffee?
Yes, but coffee won't be so nice. Yes, it is. Yes. Technically it is suitable with robust 1500 and with robust 3000. This part is suitable.
Thank you. Actually, you answered to all my questions.
Yeah, maybe now we can ask our guests if they have more questions. So now it is a time to move to your questions. If there are no questions, then yeah, then thank you very much. Thank you very much for your questions. Thank you. You are welcome, and thank you very much for your detailed questions. And yeah, talk to you in 2 weeks on other topic. Natalia, thank you also very much for nice questions.
Next week's topic.
Well, next week topic is always something that we decide within next week. So if you have suggestion, Andris, feel free to tell us now or any time next week. Yeah, but if there are any particular interest of you, for us it's also highly appreciated. Then we could prepare more relevant information for you. But now startup of 6500, please. This is a good topic. Let us think how we could do this. And I think it is possible. I think it would be possible. Do you have any preferences on the controller? Let's be specific. Would you like to start it up with the controller that has connectivity or a basic one? Because if you won't answer, we would have to go both. Yeah.
IoT, of
IoT, of
course.
course. Okay, good, good. This is actually we could do. Um, but for studies, I have an immediate answer for you. Actually, we have done it already, so we could actually we will see what we have done before. So you may find it in the Friday Talks playlist. Um, I will ask Yefim now to send the link to our YouTube channel where all the Friday Talks video are collected. And there is one already with the startup of 650 with the IoT. But we will review the video, and then if there is something new that we may add, then we will do this. If there is no news, then yeah, you already have the video immediately. Uh, uh, yeah. So just in a minute, if you will send the video, but if you will stay here, you will get it. So for today, I think it is all for today. And yeah, have a nice end of the week, nice Friday, and good weekends. Stay
Thank you,
safe.
Rusty,
Yeah,
for the nice presentation, and thank you to our partners for good questions.
good questions.
Yeah,
Have a good weekends. Yeah,
have a
bye.
nice weekend. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye bye. Don't disconnect to get the link for the Friday Talks videos. Yeah,
Oh,
here
it's
it is.
already here.
Yeah, it's already here. Yeah.
Thank you,
Bye.
Oliver.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye bye.
Bye.